Hello, everybody, and welcome to Never Lose Your Nerd. I'm Ishmael,
I'm Brandon.
and today we're about to do a video over Order 66. We are doing about the clones, what happened to them if their chip was, what's that thing, the word called?
Inhibitor chip?
Yeah, their inhibitor chip was broken, if it broke during the process.
Yeah, it's basically a what if video, kind of like a theory video on what if the chips went wrong.
Yeah, like defected and all this stuff during the process.
Yeah, and we'll get into that next.
Ideas were just coming up to me, and I was like, whoa, dude. So, back at you next. My first idea is that probably the other clones found them and then just killed them.
Yeah, this is an idea I had just sitting around thinking. Actually, I was at work today and I was just thinking about it. I was like, what happened? Like, I know all the clones didn't do all this because actually, if you watch the Clone Wars in earlier seasons, it actually does show clones that their chips actually were defective even before Order 66.
Really?
Yeah. Do you remember whenever Rex was telling Ahsoka, whenever Order 66 happened, he was like, fine, so and so, fine. Do you remember what he was saying? He was like warning her to find somebody. Do you remember what he said?
Was this at the end of the episode?
It was, yeah, the one before this one, the one called Shattered after Order 66 happened. You remember what he told her right before they were going to kill her? Like he was like, find something, find somebody. It's a hint to previous Clone Wars episodes.
He said to find that big, long person, right? That big person. Who's that person?
No, he said find fives. He said fives, find fives.
Who's that?
That's a hint to previous episode. Like I said, I don't want to get into it. We're actually going to start our rewatch. I want him to start from the very beginning and watch Clone Wars. So we're going to do that. So I don't want to spoil anything. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to get into it fully. But just know that there are clones that were defective before all this happened, that they actually did find the chips in their heads, that something happened. So I know for a fact that that's happened.
All right.
So you can just imagine after Order 66 happened, that there are some clones that maybe the chip didn't work or, it's just like anything, technology. Everything's not always going to work perfectly. So there had to be clones that their chips didn't work.
Just like you said that every technology is always going to probably be broken inside. So nothing is always perfect.
Yeah.
So basically you're right about that. And there's actually nothing else to add into that. You're just talking about technology not being fixed properly.
Yeah. So do you have any other ideas or like theories that you come up with that any other well, the main reason for this video, like I said, just basically a theory review of what if, like if the chips did malfunction, what happened to the clones that didn't obey the orders?
Mm-hmm. I thought that they were probably found and killed. Mm-hmm. Like probably because you know how Rex acted whenever she fixed them. He was like, "What are they all doing?" and stuff like this stuff.
Well, it's like he knew. He was like, it happened to all of us. We're ordered to kill the Jedi. So he basically, even after they took the chip out, like he knew what was going on.
What about the creator of the clones?
Those are they're from Camino. I'm forgetting. Do you call them Kaminoans?
I call them the
Kaminoans with the long necks. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just tall.
Yeah. Like I said, I can't wait for him to get into Clone Wars in these episodes because it goes into everything in the series.
It even goes into like the building of the clones.
It goes into Kaminoa, the Kaminoans in Camino. It shows, like I said, one trooper where they found the chip defective and they were curious about it. And it even shows how Darth Sidious is interconnected, and it talks about all this. So I don't want to spoil anything, but yes, watch Clone Wars, go back, watch it all, and you'll find out.
Okay. Well, I do honestly think that they were probably killed. I mean, it's a reasonable explanation.
Yeah, because I think even Rex said that after Order 66, he was like, all the Jedi leadership needs to be executed. And he said any clone that doesn't act it out should also be killed. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I definitely think if there were any clones that didn't obey or were defective and didn't go along with it, I'm pretty sure they were killed or maybe they were taken back for reprogramming, possibly.
Yeah, probably. What's your idea? Is that your only idea?
No, because also this goes into Rebels. There is a couple other clones that are with
Oh,
Rex.
I want to tell you something. So you remember that guy that was in Rebels? He's a purple guy and he has like these fins right here on his head, the side of his head in Rebels.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's in the game.
Is he's the big guy?
No, he's Cal Kestis. It's the same race of Cal Kestis as what's his name? Mentor. Yeah,
Cal Kestis. Who's that?
the main character.
Oh yeah, the redheaded guy.
Yeah.
I'm weird. I don't even want to play the game because I don't even like the way the main character looks. I don't like redheads.
You know they made the guy actually looks like the character in real life, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Poor guy. Sorry, you're a redhead. So yeah, going on to Rebels, there is actually two other clones that he's with. It hasn't got to it. I don't know if it will in Rebels later on, but they also have their chips out, so I don't know
Couldn't they take
what
their?
happened to them.
Did they know that their chips were ended this whole time?
Like I said, I don't know.
They could have took out their chips a long time ago, way before everything happened.
Like I said, if I don't want to get into it, but if they would have listened to the one clone and they would have, I mean, Palpatine had this all planned out and he covered it up, but if they would have figured this all out, they could have literally stopped everything. But then all the movies wouldn't have mattered. Star Wars couldn't do anything, so it had to happen. But just looking back at it, just a lot of questions you have. Just want to do some theory videos, and this is definitely one of them.
Well, my other idea is that probably some escaped and lived their life, maybe having a wife or kids.
That also happens in Clone Wars.
Getting out of there, like nobody cares about this stuff anymore, just leave.
Yeah, I remember one episode. They actually come across a clone that I guess he was left during one of the battles. They thought he was dead, and then he actually ends up having a wife and a couple kids, and they find him. So there actually are clones out there.
Did they kill him?
That actually left and started families. So it is possible.
Did they kill him?
No.
Oh.
They're not gonna kill. They're not gonna kill each other for no reason. I mean, they always call each other brothers.
What was his name?
I don't remember actually, but I do remember that episode where they found that clone and he had a family and
Yeah,
kids and
everything that I'm saying was just a guess.
Oh, these are all guesses.
All right, my third one is that probably they started fighting with the rebels to save the others.
Yeah, like
fighting with the Jedi's to save the others.
yeah. I also think that too. I also think probably some of the clones were like, "What are we doing? We've literally fought with these guys during this whole war. Why are we literally just killing them for no reason?"
For real.
So
Aren't the Jedi's like freaking overpowered or something? Like they're just dying from stormtroopers.
No, these aren't stormtroopers. These are clones. Stormtroopers are the crappy soldiers that come after the clones. The clones are better soldiers than the stormtroopers. The stormtroopers are just the regular humans.
The clones are the ones that look like the bounty hunters, right?
Yeah, those are the clones. Those are Jango Fett's clones. So yeah, you can differentiate between clone troopers and stormtroopers.
And the stormtroopers are the stupid white ones.
Yeah, the ones that can't shoot.
Yeah, and then the Knights of Ren are just the doo-doo ones that don't do crap.
They were terrible.
They were just doo-doo. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They were garbage. Well, back at it again. Or, I don't know, this one sounds kind of dumb. They just joined the Mandalorians,
That's actually not dumb. That's one thing we didn't see at the end of the Clone Wars finale, is we didn't see what happened on Mandalore. But I think we know from the Mandalorian kind of what happened is after that was the Purge. That's where Mando came from, is after the Empire took back over Mandalore. So that's another video we can get into, but that's actually not a bad idea. Probably some of the clones could have joined the Mandalorians and fought beside them.
Probably.
So that's not a bad idea. So yeah, no, I actually like that idea. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty good idea.
There was something else I was thinking of.
Like you said, what if Rex and Ahsoka Tano were together?
No, what I was thinking of is I had a weird idea. I was like, what if Ahsoka and Rex like had a kid?
Bro, that's just weird.
But yeah, it is weird because he knew her since she was like a little teenager. But we know that they can't have kids, so I don't know. It was just something weird.
Clones can't have kids?
Yeah, I told you there was an episode where they found a clone and he had a wife and kids. So they can reproduce.
What about Ahsoka? Can she? Ahsoka?
Oh, I'm sure she can.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. But I don't know. I just had some weird idea. I was like, what if Rex and... We should do it. We should do a theory video on that. What if Rex and Ahsoka had a kid?
That's just weird.
But no, I don't think they would because, like I said, he knew her since she was a kid and they consider each other like sister and brother. So that'll be an incest thing.
Not really.
Not literally, but I think it would be too weird for that to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's something cool to think about. What if some of the clones' chips didn't work? What happened to the clones that were defective? And actually, I said I keep going back to it. There's another episode in this season, actually, it's called The Bad Batch.
Okay, we just gotta get you out of this stuff, man.
Oh my God, I'm so excited for Clone Wars. I'm so excited for him to watch the whole series. Just the ending of Clone Wars just got me so emotional and just so into it. I'm just like, I want to get back into it. We're actually going to do a lot of videos coming up, a lot of spin-off episodes. But yeah, this is definitely one of them. Definitely one that I was interested in about the clones.
I mean, this was an interesting video.
And well, what I was going to say is about they were called the Bad Batches. They were some of the defective clones when they were made. And a lot of people have asked about what happened to the Bad Batch, which we don't know because they were kind of cast out from birth. They were kind of weird and maybe deformed and not right, you know. Mm-hmm. But they ended up being great soldiers. But what happened to those people? There's so many unanswered questions.
Well, that means will their inhibitor chips be defected?
What?
Will their inhibitor chips will be?
Exactly, we don't know. We don't even know if they have the inhibitor chips.
If they're deformed.
So. Man, there's just so many questions. Like I said, I love Clone Wars. Rebels is awesome.
That's what I'm saying. It closed all the gaps, but it opened new gaps.
I think more stuff is left open than was actually closed. Like I said, we don't know what happened to Maul. We don't know what happened with Rex and Ahsoka right afterwards.
Nope.
So we can do a theory video about that. And I'm so excited to make theory videos. Yay. But I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up.
Yep.
Anything else you need to add before we...
Honestly, no. I really don't.
No other ideas?
No more ideas.
Okay, no más. All right, we'll end it there. If you would, please like the video.
Subscribe to our channel.
Hit the bell for notification.
And we'll see you on the next one.
All right, bye.
He's about to watch the baby death already.